Welcome back to Newsmakers. I'm Jess Toddfield. Well, when it comes to family conflict, it's something we don't like, but it's a reality. Diana Basterfield wrote a book which is helpful to all of us. The book is called Creating an Oasis of Peace, the Essential Family Conflict Toolkit. And I think we need a toolkit. How did you get the idea for this book?
Well, I've been working in the British Parliament with parliamentarians about international conflict.
Yes.
And then along comes this terrible recession, and it looks to me as if the battleground is moving to the family now, away from the battlefield.
And maybe it even originated in family. I could see where there's an obvious connection. Is there an obvious connection?
There is an obvious connection in the sense that if we had already known how to deal with conflict in the family over generations and generations, we probably still wouldn't be going to war.
That is a good point. So I guess you're starting on the family level and you're trying to get politicians to notice? What's your plan?
Well, I want every family to know what they can do when they get really very angry, how they can support one another to deal with emotions.
Yeah.
So people are losing their jobs, they're losing their homes. Do we want them to lose their families? No, we don't.
No.
So the message is there are things that you can do, and certainly I don't want to have happen to people what happened in Kentucky last month, when that man went berserk and he killed his wife and his children and other people as well, because he had lost his job.
Right.
So I think we need to help people out there around the world, not just here, to know what they can do to reduce the temperature, to support one another through these difficult times.
And people desperately need tools, as certainly the man in Kentucky that you mentioned. What can be done? Give us some sort of guidance that we can have right now. Anything.
Right. Well, if the couple can begin to talk about, when you say such and such, this makes me angry, then give them something else that they could possibly say instead that wouldn't then provoke that anger in that person. One thing would be looking at the language that they used with one another to stop being angry. Another one would be to say, do you know how to stop anger in yourself? I mean, do you know this wonderful word, the amygdala?
I don't.
Okay, well,
Should I be embarrassed?
It's living in your brain.
Yeah.
And what this means is, if something comes to you from the outside, a message comes to you from the outside,
yeah.
What it does, if there's a lot of emotion packed in behind it, it goes through a process where it goes to your amygdala first of all, and your amygdala is the most primitive part of your brain.
Oh.
It was there thousands of years before your rational brain started going. It's the fight or flight.
Yeah.
So this powerful message comes in, fear, anger, whatever it is, it goes to your amygdala, and you're out of control.
Right.
And then, 10, 15, 20 seconds later, tick, 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 it goes to your neocortex, and you start thinking. But by that time, you're so wound up and so angry that you've lost it. So what I teach people is recognize that little thing coming along, recognize the symptoms, the excitement, and, oh yes, I really want to punch this person. Recognize that coming and slow yourself down.
Maybe politicians really do need to hear this from you. I think this is why we go into war. It hits them on that level, and there are quick decisions made, and really they need to stop and ask these questions which people can ask in their personal lives, which is, what really does make me mad? What happens? What is the sequence of events? Now, great, I see you're giving tools to people who desperately need them, and people should definitely go out and find the book. Is there a website?
There is. It's my name, dianabasterfield.com.
Very nice, and Diana, I'm sure people can read it on their various electronic devices and their iPads and the rest of it. Does it sound about right?
I think that's right.
That's exactly right. Yeah, they could do that, and it's very important for families. You should definitely check it out. I know there's some other good information on your website. Diana Basterfield, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Jess.